Hello, this is Nicole with No It's Crochet, and we're back with another Crochet Swatch Saturday and yarn review. What are we going to be working up today? Well, you know what? I think today we are going to test out one of Ravelry's top 10 yarns, which is the Cascade 220 Superwash. Now, if this is not the Christmassiest green you have ever seen, I don't know what is. In fact, I believe it is actually called, oh, it doesn't show on here, but I believe it is actually called Christmas green. We'll check it out and find out for sure. This is a worsted weight superwash wool, so I'm going to make sure that I do up my little swatch and kind of rinse it out and see whether or not it loses a little bit of that initial toothiness that I'm feeling on it overall. But if I had to give this a score, I'm going to say I'm leaning towards a 3.7 on this. We got to find out. I might be way off on this. What do you think? Let me know in the comments before we get over to the table and work everything up, because I'm really curious how your guess compares to mine and you know, what it actually ends up being. So let's go check it out over on the table. Get your guesses in down below, and we'll see you in a minute. And here we are with the Cascade 220 Superwash. This is a 100% superwash wool, and I have to tell you, this is one of the highest number of projects on Ravelry than any others. This one might be the one that has the most. I'd have to double check on that, but yeah, it's way up there for sure. And this is in the colorway 864. Can you guess what color this is? The name of this is? I might give you one guess. Yes, it is Christmas green. Shocker, right? I mean, that is so Christmas green. It's unbelievable. It comes in 100 grams, 220 yards. Let's go ahead and take this label off and do our single crochet swatch. Now, this is listed as a 4 medium weight. I guess we're not going to keep you up. And let's pull out our gauge and see how accurate that is. All right. Yeah, I would say that's pretty spot on for the gauge. Definitely a medium weight overall. All right. And now this recommends between a, where is it? Yes, a G and an H, 4.25 and 5 millimeters. So we're going to go with our 4.57 today. And yeah, it's just not going to cooperate. Fine. We won't make it play today. And we're going to do up our single crochet while we talk a little bit more about this Superwash 220. Now, the 220 line, there are a few different options in it. There are this one, which is just a standard wool. There is a merino wool 220, and there are also different weights. So you can get this in a DK weight, or you can get it in different like color options, like the paints or the stripes, those kind of things. So, you know, tons of different options out there depending on what it is that you personally are looking for if you like this Cascade 220. Now, on first impression, it definitely gives that traditional kind of old school wool feel. I did do my double crochet swatch already and got that washed and blocked, so we'll be able to compare that and see if that took some of that toothiness out of it, or if it's going to stick with that kind of, yeah, it's just you're not close to skin kind of wool. And that's really kind of what it comes down to is it a next to the skin wool or is it not a next to the skin wool? And since I live in Arizona, I'm probably not going to be making too many outfits or things that are not next to the skin worthy because there's just not a lot of opportunity to wear those things for sure. Now, if you live somewhere where it's really cold and you're layering, that might be just fine to have something that is a little less soft next to your skin. And this is available from a lot of different online shops. Lovecrafts is definitely one of them. I do have an affiliate link for Lovecrafts. So if you want to order it from there, they do some awesome specials and ship from the United States. So you get some good benefits there. You do not have to order it from Lovecrafts. There are other places that sell it. You can easily do a quick search for Cascade 220 Superwash, and you'll find all of the different places on Google that list it. Oops, I missed my loop there as I was chit-chatting with you. Ravelry, if you can believe it, has 131,000 projects using this yarn. That is insane. But I gotta say that only 8,000, less than 10% of those are crochet. For whatever reason, people are not picking this up to crochet with. So there is that. Now, of the projects, 16,000 reviews on Ravelry, it got 4.4 out of 5 stars. On Lovecrafts, there were 44 reviews and it got 4.9. So it does rate well, and it certainly rates well with those that are using it. Now, how many of those reviews are crocheters? Couldn't tell you. Unfortunately, it does not give us that breakdown. But it is not an unpleasant yarn to work with as I'm using this. It feels pretty decent. It's not the kind of yarn that I'd be like, no, I can't do it. And I do have that wool sensitivity, so that's good to note. Now, I think I bought this Christmas green because it was on clearance, or at least it was on a really big sale on the site that I bought it on. It does appear to still be available. Would I have bought this to use in a project if I were not doing a Crochet Swatch Saturday with it? Probably not. I mean, it's giving me very 70s and 80s Christmas vibes, like the Christmas ornaments or the box present decorations. Oh my gosh, this is so classic granny green. I mean, yes, definitely. But I mean, that's totally fine. It's working for the Crochet Swatch Saturday. It is still available. This might be the perfect green if you want some of that nostalgic kind of Christmas feeling. As we come to a close on our single crochet here. All right, now we're going to leave this on for our frog test. You can see how that swatched up overall. Has a little bit of a curl in it. Now let me bring out our double crochet so we can look at that as compared. Okay, that's just the end there. So not too bad overall. And I gotta say, the double crochet did soften up a little bit with that blocking. So it is just a tad softer overall. Now let's pull out our scores. This, if you remember, I said this was going to 3.7. So let's see how close I am. The hook is a 4.5 millimeter Weight listed is a worsted, and that is pretty spot on. Now, fiber. This is not a merino wool, so it is not going to get that luxury blend. So we are going to put that in the quality mix. The feel factor, I mean, it's not soft, but it's not standard or not sandpapery. So we're going to put that as a 3. Okay, let's talk about the color range on this thing. I do not honestly think that I have ever seen this many colors on a single type of yarn. This has an astounding 138 solid colors. Solid. There are more in different colors, but or in different like stripes and that kind of thing. But as far as solids, there are 138. So that is definitely by far a 5. Splitting, I didn't have any splits. Totally no problem on that. Stitch definition, I mean, it's okay. It is definitely not what I would say is like through the roof, crystal clear, but it's pretty decent for something that's kind of more on the fluffy end of things. So I'll give it a 4. Now, drape. All right. Okay, it doesn't do, I mean, well, that one did kind of a fold, kind of curl. So that one's not that great. This one too, I mean, it's a little bit liquidy. It's, you know what, I'm going to give it a 3. It's not, you know, it's okay. Frogability. All right, let's see. How do you frog? Oh, easy peasy. Yeah, not a problem there. All right, let's give you a 5 on the frog. And washability, one of the great things about the 220 Superwash is that it is almost bulletproof. It is machine wash warm, but not hot. And you can absolutely dry it. So we're going to give it a 4.5 on that. Now price, this is actually an affordable yarn. It is in the reasonable price range. You get 220 yards and the average price, oh my gosh, now I'm going to forget. I think it was just over $10, but it does come in at 5 cents per yard, which puts it in that affordable range. All right, so that's what we've got there for those scores. Not too bad overall. Certainly the feel and the drape are its biggest negatives, and the color range and the frogability are you know, its biggest strengths. So let's go ahead and do the math on this and see how we scored. Well, I gotta say, I am somewhat surprised. Oops, can't write there. 37.5 divided by 9 comes in a 4.16. I guess that tells you why there are 131,000 projects using this yarn. That is tremendous. I mean, oh my gosh, if I were doing a blanket or something like this, I think I could definitely consider using this yarn as long as I'm okay on that price point. Let me know if this is a yarn that you have ever used. And if so, what'd you think of it? Would you buy it again? You know, I think I might buy it again, but I'm not going to gravitate towards it. So I'm kind of on that fence on the buy it again. It's definitely nice for a wool, but there are other nicer wools that I would tend to go towards a little bit more easily. Does that make sense? Anyway, that's what I think. Hey, Farah, frog us out of here.